Hi everyone, it's Karen here from Karen's Creation Scrapbooking in Wyerton. I just wanted to show you this cute little card that we're going to make today. We're using some stamps and dies with little puppies, and it's going to be a forever friend card. Okay, you can put whatever sentiment you want inside, and well, let's get started. So you have the little what do you call that? The clip for the collar. Okay, we're just going to set that aside. It's in the plastic bag. And you have the two dogs, a bone and some string, and the tag. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is we're going to use our glue, and we're going to glue the orange to the base. Just putting a little bit of glue on that, and we're going to stick it down. And then this little strip I put on the inside, right on the left, or the right edge of the card, and just leave a little bit of white all the way around. Okay. So with your scissors, what you're going to do is cut a V in the bottom of this paper. Now, if you like the dogs, you can have the dogs on top, or you can have the paws. It's totally up to you. Okay, so what I like to do is fold my paper in half a little bit, and take your scissors and cut from the corner to the center on an angle. Okay? And you're going to do the same thing with the ball paper. So fold it in half and the corner to the center, and you get a V in the bottom. Okay, so I thought after I glued this one together it was kind of plain, so I'm going to put some brown on the edge. Maybe not brown, maybe some blue. I'm just going to use my pencil crayon and rub that edge with the blue. Just give it some color. Okay, well, it stands out a little more. Maybe I will flip that over. It's totally up to you. Okay, so I'm just gonna give that edge a color. I'm just gonna make it a little different from my last one, but you can go ahead and keep it the same. Remember, it's your card. You can make it however you like. Okay? So I'm gonna put some glue on that, on the back of this, or the front, whichever one you want. And I'm gonna stick it right at the top, leaving a little bit of orange down the side. And then this one here, you have some black string. You're gonna fold it in half. And we're gonna either put some glue on the back or a little bit of tape. My tape's not working. There we go. So you're going to fold your string in half, and then the center of that string is going to go on the back. You can wrap it around a couple of times, or just once, and tie a bow or just tie a knot. think I'm just gonna tie a knot. And I'm gonna cut off the excess. And I'm going to glue it to the card base. And I'm just gonna put it down a little bit from the top and overlapping this, the first pennant you put down, okay? So now for the collar. I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay. And this collar is going to go about there. So I am going to take my bag with the latch, I guess you would say it would be. And then there's a little hook for your Forever Friends. You're gonna hook that in there. And let that sit there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take this brown piece. You can see what I'm doing. Take the brown piece and you're gonna put it up through where this thing is sticking out. So you're gonna put it up through and down over that piece, okay? And then you're gonna put that thing that's sticking out through the third hole, okay? And you're gonna leave it like that. And then you're going to put a little bit of glue on this part. And you're gonna stick it down right on the edge of that orange. And then you're gonna take this other piece and you're gonna line it up with the brown. And it's just gonna go on that edge. My string is in the way. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue underneath there and stick it down. Maybe not with that string in the way. Okay. And this Forever Friends, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of blue around the edge as well. And I'm gonna put some glue on these tips here. And I'm just gonna stick it underneath the collar. So it looks like it's holding it. Okay. And I'm going to pop dot. Make sure I have enough room. Oh, my collar's a little crooked, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm gonna put a couple of foam squares on the Forever Friends. And pop it off. Okay, so now all we have to do is color our dogs, and then we can pop dot them off of the card. So you want to have a couple of browns, colors, pink, a blue. I'll set this here so you can see what it looks like. Okay. So I'm going to give this guy here a little bit of pink on his cheeks, really lightly. Maybe a little bit on his lip. excuse me, and I'm going to give this guy a little bit pink nose here, a little bit, and his tongue, sticking his tongue out at us, and the inside of his ears, and a little bit on his cheeks as well. So you can see it's really light, a really light pink. You don't have to push very hard. Okay, I'm gonna give this guy, I did him a little bit too orange, so I'm gonna make him a little darker this time. Just, it's a different color of brown. So if you do one dog one color and another dog the other color, it should work out. So I'm just coloring him in lightly at first, and then I will go in with a darker shade. So I'm coloring over top of everything here. Just not the eyes. I leave the eyes. I might go in with a little bit of blue. So I don't want to cover his teeth or anything. I'm going to give him a black nose. And I took the black pencil crayons to a different spot. Here's one. I'm going to put a little bit of darkness there. See how dark that goes when you push harder? And maybe here. And just to shade it out, you just lift your hand slightly so it's not so heavy. Okay, something like that. And then the rest of his body. Just lightly coloring it in first, and then I'm going to take, do a little bit heavier hand for the shadow. Okay, so here's the marks from the stamp, kind of tell you where the shadow would be. And color it in his tail. Okay, and I'm going to take the yellow and color in these circles. And then I'm going to give him a red color. Okay, and that's the first one done. Oh, I said I was going to give him some blue eyes. Where's my blue? Maybe a little bit of blue around the black. There. That's my first guy done. And now the second guy, I'm going to color him in this color of brown. So he's a little bit more orange. Than the first one. But remember, it's a little bit lighter. Light color. And we're just going in lightly and coloring them in. And then we're going to do our shadow. Okay, so now we've colored him in lightly. And there would be a shadow underneath his neck, under his mouth there, here under his eyes. On that side of his ear, maybe under his ear, like that. Okay. I'm gonna give him a black nose this time too, so a little bit of black with the pink. And then under his belly here, underneath, will be a little darker. And this whole one leg would be darker because it's not in the foreground. Okay, whoop. Flipped him right around. Okay. And then a little bit on his hind leg. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna color him in. I'm going to give him a blue collar. And maybe some brown eyes. Okay. I think he looks pretty sweet. Cute little puppy. Okay, I just left the bone white and I'm going to glue it in between his paws there. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back of his paw and stick it down over top. Okay, you can leave his eyes white if you want. It's totally up to you. Okay, so now I'm going to use the foam squares that I gave you in the package. And we're just going to pop dot that off the card and stick it down. Okay, so a few foam squares on the back. And I put him almost to the edge on the bottom, and this guy. You don't want to put too many foam squares on the back end of his paws because it's going to go over the edge of the card to open it. So you don't want it to be sticking on this side of the card, right? So there you have it. Friends forever. I hope you enjoyed this video, and take care and have a good day.